on this drive.
You're absolutely right.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. On the run, fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Bruins will call on their punt team. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position, Gabe. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's going to take it all the way back. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
First down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's on target and complete. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a...
Looking for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Looking for a man. It's Torres. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Caught. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Yes.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and
I
slow.
tried to answer you, the button didn't take, so it went to voicemail.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Nothing. What?
Looking for a man. It's Cherry.
Nothing.
Takes the easy one to the back.
That what you call him came out of there.
Let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
God damn it.
So let's see how
my
they
fucking
play in
nerves.
this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown Bruins! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it.
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And it's been a battle of wills between these 2 teams through 2 quarters. Bend but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was
going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
To throw, it's Cherry. This time it's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big.
And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. Ripping through the defense. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Back to throw, it's Torres. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Touchdown, Alabama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up 14 over Kansas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down.
Goodness.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Cherry. He fires to the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins want to move quickly.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line?
And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my quarterback and bail him out.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Jennings. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Now the play fake. And the defense aims. Got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer against this athletic front seven on defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Dropping back, it's Torres. Got his man on the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Split backs here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Cherry. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, if you're going to complete these dagger throws, you've got to have great
since Mother's Day.
anticipation
You're
as a
supposed to call
quarterback.
me.
You almost got to throw it before the receiver
You got
comes
off the
out
boat.
of the break. You
How
need
can
better
you tell?
timing on
4th down, and the
Yeah, I saw your
sent it
girl's
the other
video.
way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to be a great player.
Erica, too.
You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Oh, yeah, I'll pitch it.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd.
To
the air, it's Cherry. Trying to get to it.
Back to work today.
Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away.
I'm well for right now. Till I get off light
The
duty.
offensive line has got to give him
Work at
at least a
like
little
8
bit
to
of time to
4:30.
survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Early.
Strike complete.
I had to go to therapy yesterday. I got to go to therapy in the morning, so I'm going in late.
Ever since they invented the forward pass,
I
the
had to
tight
therapy
ends have
for
been
8.
running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the
Then
tight
I gotta-
ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Ooh, boy, his
I
freshman
want to check on
quarterback
you, hear
has
your
a
voice and see your
host,
face,
and
'cause I ain't
he's
seen
that
you.
thing in there.
You did.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down.
She waiting to start up
Looking
her
to
little
move it
job.
through the air. Heel off
Yeah,
one
she's waiting
deep
on
down the
HR.
left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And a big return.
She said she got that job and another job at the pizza, at Fat Boy's Pizza.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one.
Yeah, another job too at Fat Boy's
Look at
Pizza.
everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety.
They wanted to come work over there.
Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in a tight window.
guess.
If it's not there, he throws it.
I guess.
Unfortunately, gets the interception.
That's the only one they have?
Bad decision by the QB there.
I don't know which one. Then I know she said that the
UCLA
guy wanted to
will
come
go
work,
back
but
to
they're gonna work
on
around
offense.
her.
Their drive chart is
schedule.
starting to look a little monotonous. Punt,
She's
David.
gonna do it,
And
you know,
their
just
defense is starting to
back
get
up her money and
frustrated,
stuff.
too.
You know,
Just
get back
keep
to
putting me back on the
everything's
field,
great.
Possession after possession, Jesse. This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You going to your niece's graduation this week?
They'll afford to come up empty on this drive.
It's Monday. When is their thing? Their thing is Monday.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
They should go to the party.
Play on the bit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for
we had a little graduation party and stuff at the house.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
Yeah. It was Sunday.
Middleton.
They say Warren was still here in town. He's supposed to be going. She said she was invited, but she was going.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
All right then, girl. I'll talk to you a little later.
There, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
Love you. Bye.
Line gets set, first down.
Bullshit.
Give to the back. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed. Wheels does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Torres. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's thrown another interception. Bringing it back. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Hands it off. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets it out fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field.
He's loose. He's at the 20. A huge play, just a breath away from taking it to the house, but they are in business at the 4.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start.
Touchdown tie! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to James Madison. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Looking downfield, it's Torres. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's complete to the right.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Finds the tight end. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, remember making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he intercepts it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. The ball scores free. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, what a break. Great job following on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Back to throw, it's Torres. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
The pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw, it's Cherry. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just buried it. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What up, stupid? None of that shit, bitch. What's happening?